Hello everyone, Naskas here, and today I decided that I'm going to do a let's play of the DragonBlock C mod, which is basically Dragon Ball in Minecraft. It's made by Jinryu, and I'll be putting a link to the sites, to his sites where you can download the mod. I'm currently using the, unstable version for the 1.7.10. The seed will also be in the description, but let's get started without any other ado. So the first thing you gotta do when you start playing with this mod is you gotta press the V key. This will bring up this menu, and here you can choose your race. You can be human, Saiyan, half Saiyan, Namekian, which doesn't really have that much different style, and Arcosian, which is actually very interesting to put the freezer rays in here. And you see they also got some different color schemes, but I personally prefer to play as the half Saiyan because I do like my own hair color, and I do like the tail too, and the Super Saiyan transformations. So I am going to switch up the hair color for now, and I'm going to show you the different hairstyles that are available. So here's the first one. Okay, personally I prefer to pick hairstyle 6 because I like it. There are also other styles for skins that you can pick in case you wanna use another skin other than your own, but I like my own skin, so I'm going to keep this. You can also choose as a half Saiyan whether or not you will start with a tail. I like the tail, so I'm going to keep it. Next, you gotta choose the interface. This is the basic Minecraft interface. However, we want to use the DragonBlock C interface. Now from here you can also choose the class, martial artist, spiritualist, and warrior. I believe that if you speak spiritualist, you can put more points into attributes that have to do with energy than physical. And if you are a warrior, you can put more points into attributes of physicals. I'm not sure about that. However, I do like to keep it balanced. So, because I do want to have a large energy build up and do heavy damage. So, here we get a little overview, and once you're content about what you see, you can press accept, and you can right now see in the top left corner there is a little bar, a blue bar right now, and that shows my energy and my battle power. There's also a 0%, which is how much energy I'm currently charged. So if I press the C key, I can charge my energy up. Right now I can only go up to 50%. So yeah. In the left side, the right side, you can see a red kind of droplet with the 52. That shows your health. You basically have two health bars. You got the hearts of the default Minecraft, and then you also got this extra piece that is just added to your overall health. You also got a little I don't know what the name is for these things. but if you press Ctrl and scroll, you can choose one of the other four. These have to do with key attacks, which will come on in a later period. Now there are two things that you want to do first, after you've actually created your character. Also something fun to note, your character is a little bit smaller when you start. A little smaller than usual. Normally I'm actually 2 blocks high, now I'm 1.5. Isn't that right, Mr. Pig? Run away. Fine, leave me. I don't need you. Now, so after you create your character, there are basically two things you want to do first. First of all is you want to find Corin's Tower or Kami's Lookout. They're both the same, so it doesn't really matter. Second of all is you want to start punching things. Not just dirt, but I'm talking about animals or so. So, Mr. Pig. Now you heard, you just heard that sound. That sound means that if I press V again, you can see here another menu. This is your level menu. So once this top bar has reached the end, you'll get 1 training point, and these training points can be used to increase your attributes. There's also, if you're saying there's a tail mode, if it's brown, the tail will be bound around your waist, and if it's green, it will be free to roam wherever it wants to, as long as it's attached to your body. I like to keep it like this. So there's also the difficulty, which allows you to get more XP out of things, but gives you a death penalty. Now I am going for insane right now, because I'm just going to be training on pigs and whatnot, so I probably won't die that easily. I'm also going to, I'm not going over this just yet. I'll do that later. Yeah, let's go over this later once we're that far. So yeah, so one of the things is to look for the tower, and the other one is to punch animals. Also, you may notice that my energy is now lowering, but right now I don't really have a way to increase it, because my willpower, concentration and mind are just too low to keep it up. You also notice the bar, the XP bar, has been completed, and we got 1 training point. Now we do want to look for Corin's Tower, and yep, we got the new crystals, ores actually. So let's. Those ores are used for a lot of things in this mod, which I will go over in just a minute once we've mined some. So let's get this. This also seems to be getting dark, so I gotta hurry. Shut up, sheep. So, the new ore is basically like iron ore. You can mine it with a stone pickaxe. So you can get it early on, very early. You don't really need that much for it. However, you do need some other things for certain recipes. So let's just get this ore for now. And let's also get ourselves an axe. Now, as you can see, I told you already, there are a lot of things that you can do with this ore. Right now we're not going to focus on that too much. Let's just keep punching and look for Corin's tower, which should be which is always located on 0, 0. So let's see. It's going up, that's going down, so it's somewhere up here. So Corin's tower and Kami's lookout is somewhere up here. So that's where we are going to head for. I am going to head to my sounds and put this a little bit lower, just because the DragonBlock sounds are a little bit high. Okay, so that's that done. Let's eat a little bit of this rotten flesh. Now there is a sort of you can call it cheat to increase your battle power at the start, and that is by pressing H and charging. It seems to increase your energy. Yeah, energy. It seems to increase your energy a bit every time you recharge. Let's check. We haven't really gotten any. Sprinting and jumping 2 blocks, which is basically holding a spacebar for seconds, longer than normal. Do help with depleting your inventory. No, not inventory. Energy. That's the word, energy. So right now I'm going to have a little look for Kami's lookout. And once we find that will be... Whoa. Another fun thing of this mod is you don't take falling damage, so you can jump from as high as you want. You can also jump 2 blocks high. So you should be very easily be able to... Oh, there's the tower. So this is Corin's tower, with above it the lookout of gods. Now we're not going up there just yet. I want to train a little more. But there's also a very important reason we are going up here. So these blocks here can be climbed, just like ladders actually. So you don't need to be able to fly in order to get there. Or you don't have to build something high up here. Usually there should be a safe zone, however in the server files I disabled it for now. So I can basically build here. Normally you shouldn't be able to do that. So this is Corin, the cat, talking cat. And he can give us one of 3 things. Every day you can ask him for a senzu bean. This completely heals you, or at least it should completely heal you if I'm correct. And you can also ask him for a flying nimbus, which is a cloud, very handy if you wanna roam the earth very fast and you don't know how to fly yet. He can also teach you some skills like jump, dash, flying, potential unlock, which basically allows you to get a higher percentage. And then there's endurance, which I believe increases your resistance to damage, though I'm not sure of that. Let's see, we should have several minutes left, so let's go check if we can find some more stuff down there. Would be nice if I had some more. Wool, so let's go grab some wool from some sheep. If we can find some, please let me find some. Man, this is really loud. Nope, skeletons. You know what, let's have a little look with the Nimbus. You see, Nimbus is actually very fast for flying. So it's something you will want to prefer for using, especially in early stages when you can't fly yet. Wait, is that? No, those were flowers. And that's loading. Those are chickens. That reminds me, I have to set the waypoints. We'll skip around here for a moment longer. Sun is almost going to rise, so that's good news. Got some donkeys over there. But do we have some more sheep? So we can make a bet. Horses. Yeah, this entire part of the world is still generating. Oh yeah, if you, for example, lose your Nimbus for some reason, you can ask another one to, you can ask Corin for another one. There's also a black version of the Nimbus for people with evil karma. And by pressing Control, you can lower the clouds to the ground. Pressing space increases the height. Shift gets you off of it. So since right now we don't really have the sheep around, let's just gather up some food, which we will definitely need. No, what? I can. You can also use the senzu bean to restore your energy. That's why it's very interesting to get access to Corin as soon as possible. But yeah. Oh, Nimbus. Gather up some coal. bonfire starting. I mean, a little bit of English. And let's see. Kinda wanna get some more. Now we didn't take much damage, but I do wanna start training my increase my training points for a little bit more. Oh, these are interesting, especially in a couple of days when the first Dragon Balls will start to appear. Yeah, that's one of the things we are going to look for, Dragon Balls. Now Dragon Balls, they spawns basically everywhere. Oh, there are sheep. No, what, sure. Come on. Die. We're even getting some damage. Okay, now let's get you guys. Okay, I think the most interesting things here have been coal so far. So this mountain doesn't seem too interesting. Kind of funny, the outlook looks a little bit like a rainbow of a sort. So let's quickly munch this down. And you know what? We'll leave that to cook up while we go kill some cows up here. There are a lot here, so I think this is a perfect place to start training a little bit. So let's check. Okay, we got 2 training points. We can put it in either strength, dexterity, constitution, willpower, mind, or concentration. Now, since I actually want to increase my energy levels, I'm going to put it in concentration to increase my regenerations ability. And as you see, it's getting along a little bit better. You can also see that our battle power has increased from 4 to 10. That happens every time you increase an attribute, your battle power will just increase overall. Let's get these. Yeah. I'm not going to get another training points that easily, but I think it's almost time to round up the first episode. Now there are some other buildings and places that spawn in the world. Like for example, Master Roshi's house, Goku's house, the Cell Arena. What else is there? Baba's ship. There are a lot of things. Most of them we will probably find out on our own in due time. But for now, we're just going to start basic training with Corin. Damn. That wasn't what I wanted. Go. Now the day is gone, so I can ask for another sensor beam if I want. I am going to use this one and kill some more cows, and then I'm going to call it a day. I'm also not sure if I wanna live in the lookout or if I want to build a house of my own, live with one of the other locations. If you guys have any ideas on that, just let me know in the comment section and I'll try to think about it. So these are the first 20 minutes, I believe, 20-30 minutes of me giving a little introduction, and soon we will start real training and the saga system, which is basically the story mode. So see you next time. Bye.